handle my substance. He gave me life and assured me abundance. I don't speak broke, sis. I am abundant. My ex, yeah, he's a clown. Making fake pages to watch me now. Climbing to the top, they can't stop me now. Got so much sauce trying to slurp me now. Got my flip on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, tell them step it up. Got my flip on their next nine, letting up. They stomp the yard, tell them step it up. 2 shows, 3 magazines, been on the radio, I'm not stopping. Wrote a book, best-selling author, my God keeps me popping. I'm affiliate, a life coach, my stock keeps on rising. Wednesdays at 8 o'clock on Facebook, they're watching. You see me? Candy cold, you see me, you see me. Black ass, watching, they wanna be me. How I do it, so questions when they see me. So even when I ain't got it, they think I got a genie. Candy cold, you see me, you see me. My words are so powerful, you listen, you might get uplifted. I inspire to inspire, even when you don't show the appreciation, nigga.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? I don't know what I was over here doing just now. Make sure you give me a heart and a thumbs up when you get here. Share the show. How is everybody doing tonight? It is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. It's hump day. Make sure you get in here. And if you're watching the show after it's over, please type replay down in the comments. And I want to just say hi to all the lovely people. We have some things that we're going to get into tonight. The presidential debate was last night. Usually people be so talking. In the group today, everybody was quiet. I wonder if that's because some people are having a change of heart. Maybe some people might be over the presidential conversations. We'll never know, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the presidential debate. Cam Newton, did y'all see that? Cam Newton, baby daddy. Cam Newton's baby mama debunked everything he said. So over the course of the weekend, you know, we learned that Cam Newton was a little liar pants on fire. Yes, he did. Cam Newton said he got all custody of his kids. Baby mother said, no, he don't. So, you know, and then we have the infamous, Shannon Sharpe. Y'all, what is going on with Shannon Sharpe? It seems like ever since Shannon Sharpe has had his voila moment, he's now starting to surface for foolishness. So make sure you give me a heart and a thumbs up. Drop a hello in the comments when you get here. Let me know where you are watching the show from tonight. And I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. And yeah, look, that's all I can really say about that. Let me go ahead and pull this up here so we can get into some things. How y'all doing tonight? Are y'all ready for Halloween? Are y'all ready for Halloween? Christmas is on the horizon. Okay. All right. So don't renew that. No, we're not going to renew that. Hey, YouTube. Oh, look, it looks like everybody is tuning in from YouTube tonight. Oh, more people will be on the YouTube. You're tired of, what you tired of? Are you just like tired of a whole week? What you tired of? Talk to me. You know, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you. Can I talk to you? So y'all know I like to do my little Sherry screen thing with y'all. So we will get to this presidential debate. So how are y'all feeling about the presidential debate? Did it make you feel more like you want to vote for Kamala? You want to vote for Trump? I did see a couple people that were trying to like just shake the table is what I like to call it. Let me get this over here. I don't know. We are all entitled to have our own thoughts and feelings and opinions. And we are all representation of ourselves over here at CCS. And I don't know. I am not discussing the debate with you. That's because you're voting for Trump. And Yeah, so that's one of my, so that's one of my friends. She is definitely voting for Trump. I'm sorry, did I just put you out there like that? I mean, you gonna stick beside your man, you got to stick beside him. But yeah, so outside of that, we all are representations of ourselves or whatever the case may be when it comes to these things. I am not like this was my first time actually, well, my second time. I watched Kamala when she went up against Pence when Biden was running. I'm trying to pull it up here so y'all can see it. When Biden was running, and I thought she did very well up against Pence when he was like being, throwing insults, saying her name all wrong and all that other stuff. So I don't really know too much. Hey, Benita girl, shout out to Benita. Thank you for joining us over there on Facebook. I don't know too much. I didn't know too much about Trump prior to his presidency, besides the apprenticeship or whatever the case may be, right? But oh, I like this picture. Let's do the share thing with this. I want to share the share thing with this. And so I was like, let me listen to this. I wanted to listen to it with an open ear. Hey, you guys, I wanted to listen to it with an open ear, actively listen, not just try to listen to respond, but to really hear what each one of them was saying. Okay. And I want to share this with you guys. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. The only people whom I did see today that said that Trump actually answered some of the questions he was asked are the people on the internet. That's why I understand, you got to understand the world is bigger than the internet. However, the people who were like in the real world walking amongst was like, he did not answer everything. Some people felt like he made, yeah, I like this. Some people felt like he made some good points. I like this little picture. Some people feel like he made some good points. And give me a heart and a thumbs up when you get here. As far as, oh, you know what? I'm going to do you one better. Okay. We're going to go. Eventually, I'm going to go to the comments and go off of some of the stuff that was in the group. And things like that. So what do you guys think? Put it down here in the comments. I wonder if I could. I don't feel like it. I wonder if I could make a poll really quick, but that's probably something I should have did prior to. But that's okay. Let me know. After the debate, who were you more feel like you wanted to vote for? So here for me, I was listening, and every time and don't get me wrong, he told you a lot of what he gonna do. He told a lot without telling a lot. And I was like, oh, I don't think people, some people didn't hear that. I definitely feel like, what is it? Tiara says she feels like Trump speaks for the slow. I definitely understand that. I definitely do. I think that when it came to the presidential debate within itself, she did a very great job at, answering the questions, explaining what's going on, and giving you her goals. And what she would like to do. However, I think people have to remember that the Republican has the House. And it's not like she could just, any of the presidents could just wake up tomorrow, come up with these documents, say, I want to pass this bill, and they get passed because it's something they want to do. And the House is full of like Republicans. So something that he said that really raised my eyebrows. And, give me a heart and a thumbs up. You guys share the show. Say hi to me if you're just coming in. I see you guys joining. Something that he said was very, very telling when he said, and I'm going to quote him, just not going to be verbatim for those of you who like to pick things apart. But he said, she could try to get it passed. It'll never happen. She could try to get any of this stuff passed. It would never happen. And he's also very calm when he says it. He's very confident when he says, because he knows, like he know what time it is. And I think sometimes we have to forget that when we had, let's put yourself in those shoes for a minute. When you have like a friend or somebody that working like HR that could give somebody a job. And we see other people come in, they may apply for the position, but you already know. Don't you hate that when a job already know who they want to hire, but they open up the hiring to make it look like it's open to everybody, but it's not really open to everybody because they already know who they want. Don't y'all hate that? It's like it make you feel like you wasted your time. So he has his people in these places to where as though he knows that if she want to pass all these bills that she's trying to do for the people, to me, she was the only one that spoke for the actual people. And I guess it requires, and what do you want? You know what I mean? Honest, and then we are what we attract, right? And there's a lot of people that can resonate with Trump because a lot of people are angry. A lot of people are bitter. A lot of people are selfish. They have hate within their hearts. They just may be mean and nasty. So a lot of the times you will always side with what you resonate with. I don't resonate with any of that. So I can't resonate with Trump off the break, because I care about people. You know what I mean? I care about people doing well. I just genuinely care about people. I know that we are all just naturally selfish, but I feel like Trump is for the selfish. Trump only has him and his friends in mind. Last night, I did not hear him speak to anything that pertained to the citizens of the United States. Now, y'all tell me in the comments if y'all did. Let me know. Because, let me know. Because, all of us was watching. It was 500 and something thousand people watching the debate last night. And every time he was asked a question, I think I'm going to change this. Every time he was asked a question, all he did was, talk about Israel, Ukraine, China. Like, I even learned things that I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that he had personally wrote one of those dictators a letter. I didn't know that he just did a lot of things. Like, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? I didn't know that. So it's one of those things where his plan, what I did here, which didn't even seem like a plan, was he talked about corporations. I ain't no corporation. I don't know no corporations. My friends are the everyday working person who don't even fit his bill. His goal is to keep the rich richer. It truly is. And it's going to be rich and poor. And I just don't seem to grasp what seems to be so hard for people to understand that. Like, I really don't know what people aren't grasping, but it's not my job to figure it out either. But I feel like if she is really all this pushback because he's up against a woman. I truly, truly feel like there is all this pushback because he's up against a woman. If this was a man and not even a black man, it wouldn't even be, I feel like people wouldn't even vote for him. But we do live in a world now today where everybody seems to can't stand a woman. But what I will say is watching her go up against him, I don't know about y'all. It was like so, I don't even want to say attractive, but it was like, for me, I love to see somebody that can stand their ground and be confident, not stoop to the lower level, and just speak to what's going on at hand. You know what I mean? And I love that she was able to do that, and being a woman to go toe to toe with a man in power. Like, to me, Kamala Harris wore her crown on her head last night. She didn't let it tilt, she didn't let it bend, and she didn't let it fall. So that was just so inspiring within itself to see that. For me, it's how she represents how far women have evolved in the world. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So I think everything goes to how people look at it. You know what I mean? I'm voting for her because she's Black. I'm not voting for her because she's a woman. But last night, listening to her, she earned my vote. You know, she wants to make the cost of living better. You know, they have it out here now where they're fighting to get it lowered. And I think some places did, but you got to make 3 times the rent. People are not making 3 times the rent. People are not making 3 times the rent. And I don't know what seems to be so hard with people to understand. A pack of chicken like $10. I feel like gas. See, I've never been a person that complained about gas. So I might not be good on the gas point because I feel like you got to, just like when people say, I don't like to put a lot of miles on my car. Well, what did you get a car for? It's meant to be driven. So I don't see, complaining about gas is almost like complaining about oxygen to me. What do you guys think? Y'all are just listening, huh? Because y'all quiet. I see y'all. I see y'all down there. But honestly, to see how far women have evolved in history. Once upon a time, women, we didn't even have a voice. We couldn't even vote. Like, we couldn't even vote. We couldn't read. We couldn't do anything. So I feel like that even the Black men, because I see a lot of Black men that goes in on this lady. Just even the Black men, it's like, do y'all not know how far we came? How we have evolved to even be able to have a freaking woman up there to be able to say, I'm running for presidency. And I just feel like, how could you not want to be a part of that? How could you not want to be a part of that? So, yes, I think that a lot of people just aren't looking at the larger picture. Maybe they're only able to see through the lens of what they can see. And again, the House is Republican. The House is Republican. She, you know, she has some things that she wants to do. I thought it was funny. He's on there talking about you can have a baby at 9 months and then the doctors will determine what to do with the baby. So basically he set up here and he is truly the example of people believe anything on TV. Like some people that say you can't believe what they put on TV and then they be the same ones believing everything that's on TV. And I also know that if you don't go out to seek and learn something and get information on your own, you will be lost. You'll be lost. So that's why it's important that do the research, go out and do things on your own. Project 2025. This man can sit here all day long and say he is not a part of Project 2025 when Project 2025 got some of his friends behind it. You know, and I think that these are the things that people aren't looking at. Then they said his running mate said that he would veto the, abortion bill. He said, I don't know why he said that or what he's talking about because I never agreed to that. So I just feel like people aren't truly fully listening to what's being said. Like there's no way you must be listening to what's being said and not listening to what's not being said. You know what I mean? That's where I am. That's where I am on that. Just the whole, you got to do you got to do your part. And of course, vote for who you want to vote for. But it's like it's almost to the point that if Donald Trump, I kind of want him to drop the N-word so bad. I do. I ain't lying. I want him to use the N-word because then people would still be like, yeah, I'm going to vote for him. They would come up with a reason for that. He's, he Springfield has a lot of Haitians that live there. He's talking about they're eating dogs and all the pets. That could be seen as racial. You know what I mean? So I just really think that people aren't doing, I don't know, they aren't really doing the research or, I think a lot of the men really are just leading with, hey, I'd rather you say, hey, I'm supporting him because I don't want a woman in office. versus you say, well, what he says is making sense. He's trying to protect us. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that. And it's like, no, he's not. He is all about himself. He's all about himself and his people. Truth be, fun fact, when she actually spoke about his company's racially profiling, that's not a lie. I first-handedly worked for one of his companies that had us racially profiling people. That's a fact. You know what I mean? He do not care for anything that's not his complexion. And it's funny because I almost was going to call my friend because I still remember the day when we found out. We had found out some years ago when we both were working there, like what they were doing, and then it started making sense. And then they got hit with this big lawsuit. I mean, it was just a mess. But you talking about they definitely treat the African American tenants completely different from the white ones. Completely different. I witnessed it firsthand. I worked there for a few years. And it wasn't just him. This other company is the same way. I watched this lady come in the office and scream and holler at the Muslim girl. Called this lady a terrorist. I mean, it was bad. And even the employees that work for those companies, the up and higher ups are like that. Like even when, like, I remember a time. I wish I could call her. I remember a time that they came into the office and they threw a fit because nobody stood up to like greet and recognize their presence, which kind of reminded me of how it is in like the military and like police department when your superior walks in, you get at attention. They wanted you to get at attention. So I think the reason why too I can understand what Kamala was saying is because I also worked for one of his companies. Two of his companies, and I seen how they operate. I seen their policies. I saw how they talked to people. I saw the things that they said. They definitely pump racism bad. But again, I think a lot of times people don't care about things until it personally affects them or someone that they know. So you guys put in the comments, let me know what you guys think about the debate. Did it make you want to vote for her, him, or whatever? But I just challenge you to look beyond what you see. She can't do it by herself. You know what I mean? She can't. They got the house, and he made that clear last night. I suggest you rewatch it to see what you missed, what he said. And then outside of that, when he was asked, what do you want to say to the American people for them to vote for you? All he did was address what she said. And you gotta kind of like and admire his little confidence. You gotta, I know y'all might not like it, but you gotta do, because that's what it looks like when you know your shit and ain't gonna be moved. Now, I don't know if he's faking the funk or what it is, but I'm like, damn, I really think that people just don't want to see a woman in the office. I don't. They wanted Obama to prove. They said Obama wasn't black. They saying she not black. I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much. But I really think it's because she's a woman. But I definitely pray extra hard that he gets piped down. I always say it all the time. This world loves and highlights criminals all day long. We glorify criminals. This man then committed all kinds of crime. You got people who are in prison who can't vote, or people who come home that can't vote because they're felons, but yet one can run for the president of the United States. If that doesn't inspire you to get yourself together and that you could be all you want to be, okay. But that's that white privilege. I'm voting for Cat Dog. He'd be a hell of a comedian. Yes, he would. Yes, he would, Love Below. He would definitely be a hell of a comedian. And then from that fake little attempt on him, you don't see a bruise, a scab, or nothing on his ear. Or because I was looking. It looks completely intact to me. So I just challenge you to, look deeper than your personal feelings. But like I said, he resonates with those who can relate to that. Selfish, hate, all that other stuff. In my opinion, how I feel about it, you can't change it. He doesn't resonate with me. Okay, moving on. So remember when Cam Newton was getting a talking to by the doctor last week, right? And on when he was getting a talking to, when the doctor was trying to tell him how he's creating broken homes, and he said he's not, he specifically said, how do you know that I'm not creating broken homes? My children live with me. Remember, he said, my children live with me. This is what he said, right? However, good baby mother, because I knew somebody was going to come to the surface. So good baby mother, let me show you. First of all, he looked better with the dreads. Okay, let's just keep it a bean. He looks better with the dreads. Okay, let's just keep it a bean. I don't know what baby girl saw in this man and then she didn't see in this man. I'm not saying he's not attractive. I'm just saying he looked a little weird to me. Now, this is his baby mama, Kia Carpenter. And give me a heart, a thumbs up, share the show, because this is where I think people should pay attention, because you are probably living in a situation like this today. Outside of that, she was with Cam Newton from 2012 to 2019. I don't know when he got signed or when he met her. And as I kept watching her, so I could bring you guys the research, I thought she looked familiar. I believe I met her one time. She used to be a stripper. She used to work at Club Stadium. Do y'all know where Club Stadium is? So she used to be a stripper. He loved the strippers, okay? And they were together. She's from Maryland, by the way. Okay, he come with a dread, okay? He come with a dread because I had to change the photo. All right. So she used to be a stripper. So they were together from 2012 to 2019. Prior to him, she had one daughter. Her daughter's the oldest, but she has 5 kids, but they had 4 together. So the son, she gave him Chosen, Sovi, Kamitis, and Cashmere. Cashmere is the last child that they share together. Okay? Let me show you. Let's see if we can put up the kids. Are you keeping up? Because it gets good. Okay, dokie, let's see. Let me see. I want to see this picture just because they look nice. Okay, so 1, 2, what's this? 3. She didn't have the other one yet. She didn't have the other one yet. So this is the baby. He is 5 years old now, but this is the daughter that she had prior to him. I don't like that because they look like something out of Hunger Games. Don't they look crazy? Let me change that picture, child. 1, 2, 3. See, she ain't giving all the babies yet. I want to find all the sharing. 1, 2. Okay, I think this might be it. All right. So this is all the babies. This is all the kids, okay? She gave him. So they were never. He put 4 kids in her. She was pregnant for 4 years back to back. So she popped all of them out. The youngest one is 5. The oldest one is 18, which is hers outside of Cam. And Chosen is 8. So this is Chosen. Chosen is 8. I don't know the ages of the other 2, but I know her youngest one is 5. So she was with him for all those years. So they ended up breaking up. So he ends up cheating on her and he made a baby. Sounds familiar? Okay. I can show them more evidence of that. Give me all thumbs up. So he cheated on her and made a baby. So from 2012 to 2019, they were together, but he cheated and made a baby, which ultimately ended the relationship. And prior to then, she thought that their relationship was heading down the direction of him going to put a ring on it. You know, she thought he was going to propose to her. Now we all know Cam Newton just said he didn't want, you know, he got a fear of that, but he'll love to have babies. So here it is. You in this relationship with this man. They were together for what? Probably like 8-9 years or something like that. You do the math. 2012 to 2019. And she thought that the relationship was heading to, you know, wedding bliss, but that wasn't the case. So he cheated and made a baby. And what I admire, what I really like about her was she because it was what she said. And even though she had been with him all those years, she walked away from him. She left him. He didn't leave her. And I thought that was rather like, what? It had taken my breath away when I learned that. So she said he wanted her to become okay with him having a cheat baby. Let's find a cheat baby. She wanted him to be okay. And you can tell he got a thing. Like he got a type. He got a type. I think, wait a minute, this one not gonna be big enough. I'm gonna show you the pictures. So she said he wanted her to be okay with the fact that he made this baby, and she wasn't with it. She couldn't. Let me do this picture right here because all she doing is showing her butt. She's a stripper too, though. She couldn't get with it. Okay, here we go. So he made a baby with her on the Philip Scott show. Okay. Shout out to Philip, whoever that is. He made a baby with her. He cheated on her. And let me find another one. She was like, he wanted me to be okay with the fact that he had made a baby and tried to make the relationship work. She said no. So the good thing that she said was, I'll use this one. She said that she left him because she did not want to deal with what he was about to put her through. I believe that is such a powerful statement because a lot of times, you know, we'll be with a person, they'll mess around or they'll make babies, and then we try to hold on and accept it. And the fact that she knew that no matter how long they were together, she was able to walk away from him with 5 kids, that needs to be applauded. Okay, for real. For real. That needs to be applauded. Because she was with him for like 6 years and walked away from him, okay? Just like that. So I thought that was very interesting. So when he said that he has custody of his children live with him, they don't. Him and Kid Proctor, they do every other week. So they swap out every Sunday. So every Sunday, the kids will go with him for a week and they'll go with her for a week. Now they did ask her how is the co-parenting thing? And she said the co-parenting thing came a long way, but they believe it will get better. When you're listening to her talk, you can tell this man, he hurt her. He really hurted her. Look at me, hurted her. He hurt her really bad. So she's like, it'll get better. It'll get better with time. But what I do like is that she didn't try to put herself through a situation like she was going to be able to stay and deal with him and be in the situation knowing that he messed around. So the other part of that is she said that because she got a YouTube channel, she doesn't even want to date rich men anymore. She said, you don't gotta have a whole lot of money. You can't be broke, but I don't want to date. The guy doesn't necessarily have to have money in order for me to be with him, she said, because men with money, and she damn sure was describing him, she said they think that gives them the right to treat you any kind of way. That gives them the right to do what they want to do, and you have to deal with it just because they have money. So she doesn't even want to deal with anybody else that is of high stature in regards of, they have a whole lot of money. You know what I mean? So I thought that was interesting as well. She said that they are arrogant. And while she was saying that, she was describing Cam Newton. I think Cam Newton is so arrogant. I think he is so arrogant. And I think I saw somewhere too where she had like a $20,000 utility bill. He didn't want to pay it. His kids was living there and he didn't want to pay it. So clearly she left him. She walked away from him. She walked away from the lifestyle and she had some struggle. You keeping up? Give me a heart and thumbs up. Like some of y'all. Some of y'all be having struggle too. Your child support payment don't come through, you might lose everything. So it's one of those things where I thought that interview that she did on her YouTube channel, I thought that was very, very remarkable because she chose herself in that moment. Even though she was with him and like she said, she loved him, she moved from Maryland to Atlanta to be with him. And then her family ended up following her there. She picked up her whole life to go down there and move with this man, and then he dogged her out. So the fact that even though she was in a state that she didn't know, she didn't have family there, and she said, well, I'm still going to leave, that deserves some recommendation of a pause. Okay. And I just hope that when anybody who's maybe listening to this or see this show, or it may even come across her YouTube channel, I hope that you get the courage to know that no matter how many children you have with somebody, you do not have to let them treat you any kind of way. You do not have to accept anything that anybody is willing to give you. And if you feel like the pain or the emotion is too unbearable, or that is not possible, or that you may not make it through, I recommend you to go watch Kid Proctor. Go watch Kid Proctor, okay? But before you go watch Kid Proctor, baby, you better come and watch CCS, because I am a walking testimony of walking away will literally set you free. Okay? Sometimes we hold on to things that are keeping us trapped and in bondage. And when you don't know what something is going to look like, and when you're going through these traumatic experiences and your heart is hurt, it is hard to grasp that and really see and push through your pain. But when you are in pain, your pain can reveal your purpose. And it doesn't matter what kind of pain, whether it's a relationship breakup, whether your best friends and y'all done broke up, whether your kids done got on your nerves, whether you're getting divorced, whether you've lost a loved one or something like that. There is always something that you can learn, in the pain, especially if you believe in God. God says that, all things work together for good for those who believe in the Lord. And a lot of times it's hard for us to even want to hear that or recognize that the things that we may see as bad still could be for our good. Once you get a free and everlasting joy and a peace of mind, you will not let nobody come through and disturb it. Hey, Tremaine girl, she said free. Listen, you will be so free, okay? So I thought that those were very exactly. It's nothing like peace. It's nothing like peace. And when you really, really experience peace, you won't let nobody disturb your peace. So a lot of times you got to look at the fact that things only are in your life, or the things that you may experience, and a lot of the stuff is only there because you are allowing it. Like, you are the author of your life. You are the star of your movie. And at any given time that you do not like your job, you don't like your partners, you don't like the decisions you've made, you don't like the choices you've made, you have every right, every second of the day, to change the story, change the movie, put another star in there. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, my nose itch. Sorry, this is so ghetto, but you get the vibes. You have the right to do it. If it's something that you don't like, change it. Do something about it. I was sitting there, I was telling people, and I started saying to myself, did you give yourself 100 today? How about y'all? Did y'all give yourselves 100 today? Like, did you put 100% into you today with whatever it may be? And I was telling my coworker, I was like, so I gave myself 85 today, 85% today. I said, but that's because I'm right here and I'm at work. But I know once I get home, I'm going to get the remainder and I'll be at 100. So for me today, I gave myself 125 today. I gave myself 125% today. And when you decide that you want to give it 100%, like really give 100%, your day will get better. You'll get better. You'll feel better. You'll feel more accomplished. Oh my goodness. I was only at 85% and I had so many things written down for my next phase of what I'm about to do because I'm gonna just tell you anyway. I am about to open up my books again for one-on-one sessions. So I'm excited about that. So I was able to, I have been doing a lot of work and I was able to sit today. I've come up with the whole plan. I have the pricing, how everything is going to go. And it's going to reach who it's going to reach. And those who need it will need it, receive it, hear it. And I'm just going to do it. And I'm excited because I love my one-on-one sessions. I love seeing and hearing the results from the people that I've worked with their, goals, commitments, things like that. So I did that and I came up with all of that and I did everything like that on 85%. Got home, got to 100, got to 125. And oh my gosh, tonight has been such a night. And I am still like, woo. So give yourself 100%. Try to give 100% every day. Every day. We sit around, we complain, and we say we want to lose the weight. We want to eat better. That's all the stuff that I say. You want to lose the weight. You want to eat better. You want to explore the world. You want to meet new people. But we aren't even giving it 100%. And here lately, I've been like, what would you look like? And what would it look like if you showed up 100% every day? Even if you do it, take it day by day. Take it day by day. You don't got to say, oh, I gave 100 all week. Take it day by day. Don't even worry about what's going on or what it's supposed to look like. It's like, did you really try today? So I think that when you set out with a goal and what you want to do, you really get to see just how in control of your life you are. Sometimes your life can seem like it's so out of control and things can be happening and you feel like, oh, it ain't no way you're going to be able to do it. You don't know what's going to go on, but grab a hold of it. And then when you can't grab a hold of it, child, that's when you come sign up for one of these one-on-one sessions with your girl. But, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time, I will be doing, because if I put it out here, I have to do it. I have to say and I have to stick with it. Because we don't want to be putting out things and we don't stick with it. But I will be doing like selective 30-minute consultations. So I'm excited for that. A free 30-minute consultation, just to see where you are, see how I can help you. And we can go from there. I'm even going to have some people that I've worked with previously give their feedback so that you guys can see what they call them, the real life reviews. So I got to get some of the people who don't do social media that be like, hey, I need you to do this. And I'm excited for what I am doing and what I'm about to do. I'm excited for what God is doing. So, just try. try every day. So I will be, if you are a Patreon member, okay, if you are, let me show you. Because this way can't nobody be like, oh, I know, whoop-de-woo, because I'm going to do something for people who are members of the Patreon. If you are a member of the Patreon, you will receive a discount when you book an actual session. Yeah. So if you are so there's the link for the Patreon. I'll put that down in there for you guys. If you guys aren't, you can pick whichever tier you want to do. But to be a member of the Patreon, let me give you this. You have to, in order to qualify, listen up, because some of y'all that are on here tonight are patrons. You have to have at least tier 2. You have to have at least the tier 2 status to qualify for an additional discount. But if you are a patron, and I'll see who all the Patreon members are. If you are a member of Patreon, you will get an additional discount if you book a full session. So I have it coming up where you'll be able to book 1 session or 2 sessions or 3 sessions, and of course, you get more and more as it goes, and each one comes with different things. So I'm excited to be back doing that. I'm so excited to get ready to be back doing that. It'll be out. You guys will be seeing it soon. And again, if you would like a discount, because we know we all do, but definitely if you just want to do better, if you want some direction, some guidance with your personal goals or business goals, we can go over that too. A lot of you guys, y'all already know my success. Success looks different to everyone, and we all define success differently. So I had to do that too. I've been doing some work these months to realize, like, no, girl, you are successful. You are very successful. So, yeah, just getting into that. And before we get out of here, Shannon Sharpe. So apparently, Shannon Sharpe has forgot that his live was on and was getting it in. Did y'all see that? Now, I don't have too much to say about that, but I'm going to say a little bit about it. I don't know what seems to be going on with Shannon Sharpe. It seems like every time I turn around, he is starting to be in the media, on the blogs for some foolishness. It seems like, I don't know. Now I think he's saying his page got hacked or whatever. The sex stuff sounds a little staged to me, if you ask me. It seems a little staged. Then she had the nerve to call this man Poppy or whatever. Even her sound effects just seemed so like scripted to me. I couldn't even finish watching the daggone video, more like listening to it. It just was like, no, this is too much. So I don't know what he's doing with that. Did y'all see it? I guess apparently he's trying to say his page got hacked. I don't know if his page didn't get hacked. I feel like maybe he also might have did this because a lot of people like to say that he's into the same-sex relationships. Maybe this was his way to try to steer that narrative. I don't know. I don't follow Club Shay Shay. I watch Club Shay Shay when somebody I want to see is on Club Shay Shay. But I'm like, come on, please, let's stop. You already are doing well. You already got the traction. Cat Williams came and set his YouTube channel ablaze. And I'm just like, I'm hoping he's not falling for the foolishness. Okay? And I discovered, before I go, this young lady. She's 18 years old, and this young lady can spit. She just graduated from high school. Y'all not gonna be able to hear it if I play it. That's what kills me. Right here, this young lady. Oh my God, this little girl. She can spit. Y'all not gonna be able to hear. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Let me see. So you can't hear it, right? But she's spitting. Y'all need to go follow her. This young lady is, matter of fact, I'm going to put her thing down here in the comments. I was like, oh, she needs to be in the industry. She's the beast. I'm gonna just put her down here in the comments. This young lady, and she got her clothes on. She got her clothes on in all her videos and stuff, and she talks about that. She talks about people. I mean, she just goes off. She just be going off on them girls for real. She goes off. But yeah, so that's it. That's all. This was great. I'm about to go head over on TikTok. So whenever I get over here, I also go over there and go live on TikTok and give TikTok. Uh, I get to let my hair down on TikTok. Okay, I let my hair down on TikTok. So I am about to go to TikTok for a little bit as I unwind. I think I'm about to make me some jerk chicken wings just so I can have it for tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I hope you guys learned something. And again, if you just tuning in, make sure you put replay down in the comments. Go ahead and put your things below. I love the fact that you guys were actually sitting here and listening tonight. Usually your fingers, y'all be texting in the comments, but tonight you guys were listening, and I like both. So thank you guys for being here. Season 7, and soon I will be able to. Well, that's a secret, but I have a guest, and I was so honored that she wanted to even do my show. And I just have to wait until the right time it's placed on me, because I really want her on this show, that I may go to her, because I don't want any glitching, anything, any technical difficulties. I don't want any of that. And I am just so honored. Some of you, maybe if you've watched Potomac of Housewives, you've seen her on there a lot. If you watch Bravo TV, she's been on there a lot. And if you follow me on all platforms and was in my stories over the weekend, you heard me talk about it. And I was like, I've been dying to, I wanted to meet this person and work with this person. And I was like, I can't say anything about it. And so I'm still not saying anything about it, but I'm so excited. I cannot wait for her to be here. So I'm just waiting for Spirit, to guide me and say, hey, when it's time. So I'm excited. So I will see you guys next week. I always like to bring you guys news first. And honestly, this is something that I've been manifesting. So I'm super excited. Super excited. I just can't hide it. I know. I don't think I want to. Do.